Hey everyone, it's Melinda, your Scentsy fragrance consultant. I've been saying your independent Scentsy co-consultant for years now, and so it's really hard sometimes to change. Um, I have some empties for you. They're from June and the beginning of August. I haven't been doing a lot of unboxings lately because I didn't realize that things could get more hectic and busier, but they can because we are extremely busy. Hockey practice is now 3 days a week, and all of the other activities that we all go to. So it's a good chaos like usual, but we are definitely very busy and haven't really been getting on social media for Scentsy quite as often. So, but without further ado, we will go over what we've been warming and using for the past month and a half. I'll start out with things that are not available anymore, and we'll work into a few things that are still available. Scentsy has been doing a few sales. So they said they weren't going to do flash sales anymore, but they have been adding, well, all of July, every Thursday, they were adding a bunch of things to the clearance section. A lot of older products, things that we thought were retired, but I guess are still in the warehouse somewhere and they're clearing it out. So I have been checking back in the clearance section very often because there's some really good deals and some bars that I haven't had a chance to experience yet. They are doing something cool with a lot of them. If the bars are in the clearance section, sometimes you can still add them to Scentsy Club, which is new. It's not all the time, but it is something that you couldn't do before, which is kind of nice because if you find a fragrance in the clearance section and then you can't get it again, it's kind of a bummer. So some of these are from Club, some of them are from clearance. I'll go over them. So we'll start with, this is Fizzing Whiz-Bees. Sorry, I'm doing a different camera thing. We'll see how it goes. This was part of the Harry Potter collection. It was available for a short period of time last month, but they sold out fairly quickly. This one is in our club. I don't think this one's ever going to go out of our club because I'm going through our club. Our club is probably way bigger than it should be. It's every quarter, but still, it's pretty big. But I'm trying to keep the very unique fragrances and then the ones that last for a long time. So if it's unique but doesn't last as long, okay. If it lasts a long time, but it might not be the most unique, that's what I'm trying to keep. So I'm trying to go through our club bars and see which ones I can maybe get rid of, so it's not quite as large of a club, but we'll see. But anyway, Fizzing Whiz-Bees, this is a very unique one. It is like chocolate covered strawberries. Very, very nice. And it lasts, I want to say a good 2 days. I'm trying to, in our Facebook page, the ones that I have in stock for me, kind of putting how strong they are and how long they last, just for my personal recommendations, etc. But this one's probably going to stay on Club. We also have a Luck of the Rainbow. This is a really nice lemon, and I did take it off Club. I kind of regret it, but I kind of don't. The fragrance itself is one of the better lemons that Scentsy has or had, but this one was kind of short-lived. I don't know if it's the new pours that don't last as long sometimes, but this only lasted for like a day, maybe a day and a half. And I'm trying really hard to pare down that Club. So kind of a bummer. It's a really nice fragrance. One that I got in the clearance section, Orchard by the Sea. It's a nice, fresh, aquatic, but it has apple in it as well. So it keeps it a little bit more on the sweet side. Strawberry Lemon Cake. This is a gourmand. It is what the category is now. It used to be bakery. It is like a sweet lemon pound cake with strawberries on top. It could be a little cloying for some people. We have Candy Crave. This was one of when they had a kids category. This was in that very sweet candy. We have a mango matcha. This was in the regular catalog a couple of years ago. If you hear shenanigans, the cats are having playtime. Mango matcha is fairly strong, a powerhouse, I would say, maybe, and it lasts for a couple of days. So if that comes back in clearance, it would be worth getting. Pineapple sorbet. This was in a citrus bundle in the clearance section, and I really like it. Now it's a little bit different than I remember in a good way. The last time I had it, I thought it was fairly light, but this time it actually warmed really nicely in all of the upstairs, even the bigger rooms. And so I would definitely purchase this one again if it came up. In that same bundle was grapefruit and grenadine. This is like a sweet grapefruit, which is kind of interesting because I always find grapefruit to be a little bit bitter or tangy. It does kind of smell like a mixed drink or grenadine. And that one's pretty powerful. It did, I think, only last for a day and a half. Now, I keep my warmers on all the time. I never turn them off. It seems like that would be a lot of work to do because we do have quite a few warmers, and I really do like having fragrance when I walk in the room at all times. So I probably don't need it when I'm sleeping, but who knows when I'm going to wake up, and I would like that to everything to smell good. So lime and sugarcane. This is, if you like Mojito Mamba, you'll probably like this. It's a citrus lime, and it says sugarcane, but I do have some mint in it. So if you like mojitos, you'll like that one. Oodles of Orange. We have 2 of these. This was in one of the Bring Back My Bar collections. There should be another one, I think, coming in September. I'll have to check on that for you, but this is a great true orange, but it almost smells like there's some pineapple in there. That one I have to think about. I put it in my club. It's a really great orange. I really like it. It didn't last super long. So again, is it a great enough orange to keep or not? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. And then we had 1 bar of Follow the Rainbow. This is one of the St. Patrick's Day's bars. It kind of smells like bubblegum to me, so I don't know if this one would be one that I would repurchase. Pink Sunshine. This is, or was on our club. I don't remember what I did with this. It came with, oh my gosh, Starburst Sky in a collection, and both of those are really nice. I guess I was going for like pink girly stuff because I did pink rhubarb sugar. This is a very sweet, almost lemony candy type. What else do we have? Oh, Hibiscus Sunset. This was one of the original Disney bars. Like they have Scentsy bars in their like garden collection, I think, in Disney. I don't know. I haven't been there since they had the collaboration, but this one's a really good one. It's perfect for the summer. I know we're getting out of the summer, but I think I'm doing one last push because it was 90 something degrees all week. So every time I think I'm in pumpkin mode, then it gets really hot and it's kind of silly. Ruby Nectarine. This is a favorite of mine that's in our club. I like peaches and nectarines. Peach can be hard in a home fragrance, but nectarine is really nice and sweet. It can be good for the spring. It can be good for the summer into the fall time. So it's a really good seasonal one for transition. We also have Red Delicious. I have 2 of these. This was in one of the Bring Back My bars. And this is a kind of generic, good generic apple, like Yankee Candle always used to have, was it an apple pie or apple something? And this reminds me of one of the Yankee Candles. All right, what else do we have? We have Sugar Cookie. This was another one that was a bit different than I remember. I remember it being really light and I couldn't smell it, and that was not the case this time. This was, I think it lasted for a good at least 2 days, and I could smell it in all the rooms that I put it in. And that one, I believe, is available in a brick to Scentsy Club members. So check out the brick section there if you're interested. That's a good, it's not a spicy bakery, so it's kind of nice year round. What else did we get through? 2 pink cottons. This is a nice laundry type fragrance, but it also is sweet with pink berries. Yeah, so nice. And it is a powerhouse, and it does last for a few days. So that one's probably going to stay in club because it is definitely a good bang for my buck. We have Sunset, Sky, and Strawberry. Here's one of the ones that I'm going to categorize as unique enough to stay even if it doesn't last ridiculously long, and it's very powerful. It's a great strawberry. It's not like a sugary candied strawberry. It's more of a fresh off the vine strawberry. Vine, bush, plant. Let's see, Red, White, and Berry Pie. This is one of my favorite bakeries that Scentsy has done. The great thing about it is you can smell the pie crust with the berries. It's so good, and it is strong, and it lasts for a while. So that one's a good one to keep in my club. Another bakery or gourmand is Lemon Coconut Chiffon. This one used to be in my club. I took it out. I go back and forth. It is definitely, you can smell the coconut very strongly and the lemon, like they're very complementary. It is very strong. This is another one that could be cloying if you are sensitive to heavy sweet fragrances. Okay, only a couple more. We have Summer Sippin'. This was a Bring Back My Bar a bit ago. And in the clamshell, I'm not thrilled with it, but when it's warming, it's so good. It's very like lemony, not tropical like coconut, but Summer Sipping is a great name for it because it is very summery. And then we did Amalfi Coast, which was a Bring Back My Bar recently, and I fell in love with it. It is a wonderful citrus. It, again, doesn't last super long. I don't know if that's because they're pouring things differently or what, but this is one that I'm going to keep in my club because the fragrance is just really great, and I'll just buy a whole bunch of bars of it and just change it out every day if I have to. Couple more retired products. I've been, if you watched the last couple, I've been going through my samples, my little testers with fragrances that I have doubles and triples of. I don't host any parties in person, so I'm trying to pare down some of our stock of things. I send them to our customers sometimes so they can experience. Some of the fragrances have some, throwbacks, and then I also, some of the newer ones or the ones that are coming back, I'll send those to remind people what things smell like. But I have been using these up when I can. So in Peyton's bathroom, I have used Icicles and Evergreen. That actually has been lasting for quite some time. I want to say at least 3 days. And I know it's sort of more of a winter fragrance, but it also smells a bit like cologne. And I've been using those fragrances in his bathroom recently. I also did a combo in our laundry room of Perfect Day, which is a spiced pear, with Tinselberry, which is a winter strawberry, and pomegranate prosecco. And it is, it's pomegranate with a little like effervescence to it. And the 3 of those together actually were nice and powerful and really nice and sweet. Other ones that I have used in Peyton's bathroom, Blue Sage and Tonka. Smelling this, and again, this one lasted for a long time. I'm surprised they got rid of this one. I would think that was a pretty popular one for people that like masculine cologne scents. And then Woodland Meadow, another cologne scent, more on the woods side. We also got through a hand soap. This is the old configuration of it, the shorter, wider bottles of Very Snowy Spruce. Now, Very Snowy Spruce as a fragrance is back for, they're not doing a winter catalog, but they're doing a seasonal edit, I guess. Whatever it is, the fragrance is back for the fall, winter, so that's great, but the hand soap is not available in Very Snowy Spruce that I know of. We also, another retired product, the Scentsy soaks. They're retired as a product line, but you can often find them on clearance. Like I have a whole bunch back there again because I just grabbed a whole bunch from different clearance and flash sale stuff. They had a flash sale for those that went to or purchased online Scentsy Family Reunion. So I got some of those too. So, but this is in Snow Kissed Cranberry. It's not a fragrance that we offer anymore. Okay. Ooh, okay. Non-wax items for a moment. These are still available. These are scent circles. They come in 3-packs now. You can't get individuals. This is in Pinkberry Sandalwood. I was trying new things for the car because we no longer have car bars available. It's a nice fragrance, but for what my car experiences between hockey, baseball, and horseback riding, these are not strong enough. So I think I have 3 car bars left. They're all in more fall fragrances, so they'll be fine for now. But once I run out of them, I'm going to have to find another product for our car. I have the Scentsy Go that I will turn on too, but I like having one that's already making the car smell good, and then I will put the Go on in addition to it. I tell you, our car goes through a lot. We went through some pods. Unavailable is Appleberry. This was a nice kind of, it was seasonal, but it wasn't heavily spiced, so that was nice. And then we went through another Berry Bright. You know, we use these for hockey travel a lot. And then pods that are currently available, we have Red, White, and Sparkle. This is, I think, available while supplies last. It was a scent of the month for, I don't know, probably July, maybe June. A nice berry. We have Camu Camu, which is a tropical fruity fragrance. And another Pinkberry Sandalwood. I love this fragrance. I'm so glad it's in the regular catalog. It's a perfumey, girly fragrance. I have it in a fragrance flower downstairs in my bathroom too. We went through Disney Princess True Love Awaits. 2 of these. I use them in my bathroom and my car. It's not available in the regular catalog, but it is still in clearance, has been there for a while. So if you want to try it, it should be available while supplies last. We did some Watermelon Tangerine. It is exactly as it sounds. It's more on the watermelon than the tangerine, but it adds a little zest to it. And then finally on pods, Winterberry Apple Tea. I think it's supposed to be more seasonal, but I use it a lot. It's a great cozy fragrance. Okay, non-wax. We got through another laundry liquid in Clothesline, as well as dryer discs and the washer whiffs in the 48-ounce size. We no longer have the 16-ounce, but you might see it on clearance in some of the retired fragrances. But yeah, we got through another laundry system. Surprise, surprise. And then we got through a Scentsy Fresh in Clothesline as well. This is your scent booster, not in the laundry. So like if something comes out of the laundry and it's not strong enough in the fresh smell, you can touch it up, or you can use it on things that don't go in the laundry, rugs, couches, things like that. Okay, so let's go over what we have that is currently available. I guess I'll go over the one that I was disappointed in. Cookie dough. This is part of a Bring Back My Bar series. You'll see that I only got through 3 cubes, and that was in 1 warmer because I smelled it in the clamshell, and it wasn't like, I was imagining something more like sugar cookie, but with chocolate. I don't know, because it doesn't say chocolate chip cookie dough, but that's just what I thought. It's just off. And it's not just me. I put it in the laundry room. Peyton walked in and he was like, ew, what is that? So to each his own. People might like it. I'm not going to warm the rest of it. It's just not, it's not my thing. But we do have some that are still available that I do recommend. So let me grab those. So we have Morning Herb Garden. So this is not typically the fragrance type that we warm around here. We're usually more fruity bakery. But this is very fresh, green. It has basil, florals, and cedarwood in it. And it's very herby, and green. I like it. It was great for the kitchen area. I think it made it nice and fresh. So that was good. And then we just had a donut collection that had a very cute donut warmer and a little capybara. That was adorable as well. And then it came out with 3 different fragrances. One was maple bacon something. I haven't tried that one yet because it feels very fall. But I did try the other 2 in it. And I have raspberry filled donut, which is one of them. Raspberry filled donut. I'm trying to get my light to decide to go back on. You never know. Okay. We shall have light. Okay. So raspberry filled donut. It is frosting, raspberry jam, and vanilla. And it's a little on the cloying side, but it was really strong. It lasted for a long time. I enjoyed it. It is in, I think it might be even in the fruity section if you really think about it, but it's definitely bakery. And this is one I would warm kind of summer into fall. And then my favorite from the collection thus far, and there are only 3, but toasted coconut donut. This was really good. It is definitely coconutty, but it is definitely more toasted than a fresh coconut, like in some of the tropical fragrances. It's so good. Again, that was a one that lasted for several days, so I would recommend that one if you like coconut. And then we had the Italian collection, Italian Sun collection maybe. And it had several bars in it. I like them all, but I'll go from my least favorite to my most, but I did like them all. So Aria di Milano. This is citrus, iris, and cotton musk. And Peyton actually said he liked this one. I had it in the laundry room, I think. And it is a little bit citrusy. It is more on the floral side, so that's why it's my least favorite, but it's actually a nice sweet floral. So that one is recommended, and you can get them all together, so you can try them all out as a package deal. We have, I don't speak Italian, Terrazza del Sol, maybe? This is lemon, mint, and jasmine. And excuse me, if you like the Mojito Mambo, the lime and sugar cane, you'll like this one because you definitely can smell the fresh mint, like muddled. It is citrus and mint. I don't know about the jasmine. I'm not a big floral fan, and this doesn't bother me. It's just more of a fresh minty citrus. So like the Morning Herb Garden went well in the kitchen. I think this one would also do really well in the kitchen and keep everything nice and fresh. And then we had Mercato di Napoli, mandarin, neroli petals, and white musk. This one is a really great citrus, and it has a little perfumey on the end of it. It wasn't as strong as the other one, so that's my only drawback on that. And then my favorite out of the collection, Limon Fresco. It is lemon zest, limoncello, and spun sugar. I'm a big lemon fan. I love limoncello cake and all of that. This is not a candied lemon because I do like that, like the lucky in the stars or whatever. But this is a fresh, like almost herbal lemon. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's a nice wake up to in the morning. It lasts for a few days, but it is definitely worth it. It is a unique lemon to me. I have been warming it all over the place at this point. I just ordered, I think, 3 more bars of it. So if I had to pick one out of all of the Italian collection, I would pick this one. But if I were you, I would pick up the bunch of them because honestly, they're all good and they were a lot of fun to try out. So the only womp womp that I can give you is the cookie dough that's currently available, but pick up the Italian collection. It's great. And then the seasonal stuff is out, not the harvest stuff, but the seasonal catalog. So I have ordered them and hopefully they'll be coming in soon. And then once my house doesn't feel like it's 100 degrees, then I'll start warming more fall things and let you know how I feel about them. But keep your eyes peeled for the clearance section. Even if you're not super into some of the new Scentsy stuff, all of the old stuff is coming up in the clearance section and at a pretty good discount for the most part. So I would check back weekly and see if you find anything in the clearance section that you have forgotten about, and grab some of that stuff. For the few people that are still ordering kind of regularly, I think we're probably going to send out a little bit of happy mail with some of the new fragrances when we get them. But otherwise, thanks for spending time with me again, and I will be back whenever I have something more to say. All right, have a great rest of your day. Bye.